right, guys, 24 Pan Am CVO, or as I like to call her, the panty dropper. That's right, because you pull up on one of these bad boys to a stoplight and you see a girl sitting there and you just catcall her and you're like, hey girl, you want to get on the back? Better be careful though, the chick that gets on the back of your Pan Am might beat you up. Or she might have a dong. I'm just kidding. We'll cut that out or something, or because we'll probably get banned if we don't. All right, we're gonna start in road mode. I love this motor. If you haven't ridden a Pan Am, guys, it doesn't run like a regular Harley. This has what they like to call their Rev Max on there. It rides more like a sport bike. Very nimble, very flickable. If you've ever ridden an ADV, you know they're pretty comfortable. They have amazing suspensions, and you know, they just handle like a dream. And this Harley motor is actually more my style. I actually like this one a lot. The Rev Max motor, it just allows you to really like get into the rev range, hold the power, and have a good time. And that's what we're gonna do on the bike today. We're gonna have a good time. Just like me and my Uncle Clyde used to have before church. We had a real good time. Oh yeah. Hey, that guy's on the Beamer. Go ahead and keep the revs up for you. I don't know where traction control's at, but we're gonna find it. Oh, there it is. I bet this thing can pull a wheelie if I wanted it to. Anyway, we're gonna have fun, guys. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna turn it. You know, we're gonna run it down. We're gonna ride it hard. You know, we're gonna put it away wet. We're gonna have a good time. Third gear, cruising almost 40 miles per hour. Seating position is exactly where you'd expect it to be. You're more of a sport seating position. Your legs are down directly underneath you. That way, if you go to power slide around a corner in the dirt, you can put your foot down and kind of keep yourself from sliding out. It's a very similar position if you've ridden a lot of sport bikes. You're going to feel right at home on this motorcycle, just the bar position, or an ADV specifically. Hand grips are comfy. Transmission shifts just like a typical sport bike transmission. Feels nice and smooth. I don't know if this bike has a quick shifter or not, and I don't want to damage the transmission, so we're not going to do that. I'll just go ahead and use the clutch. I'm uneducated. I'm not a Harley guy. Forgive me, Screaming Eagles, in the comments. I know you're about to pick my eyes out. You do that. None of you have ever let me live down the fact that I'm not a Harley guy and I make videos on these things. He revved his up. Oh yeah, listen to that. Not even close. But the Screaming Eagles in the comments usually like to tear me apart. They're like, you're a stupid sport bike rider. You had those Cracker Jack, toys, box toys from Japan. You don't know anything about America. You don't know anything about being a man. You're a little sissy biatch. That's pretty much what Harley riders like to look at me as, because I haven't been to prison and I don't have any tattoos. So and I also for the most part make financially good decisions. For the most part, I guess owning a motorcycle maybe isn't the most financially wise decision, because it is a finance that could get you hurt. But you know what? We all got to live. And also, I didn't start this video out like this, but I'm joking. Just don't cancel me, YouTube. I know what you're gonna do. Someone in the comments is gonna be like, "This guy's mean," and then I'm gonna get canceled. So let's not do that. Don't cancel me, please. I want to make money, and I need to be able to pay for a Pan Am if I want one, or a panty dropper, as I like to call it. Because that's what it is. If you pull up to the bar or the club, your choice, and you rev this thing up, girls are literally just going to line up for you to sleep with them. That's what owning a Pan America is about. It's not about touring. It's not about going off-road. It's about getting laid. And I think that's what motorcycling in general is about, is having a good time with our significant others in the bedroom. I don't want to say too much because I will get demonetized and banned, but we joking right now. Calm down, everybody. The seating position, quite comfortable. The wind protection, fairly, not bad really for what it is. I really just appreciate this bike for its ability to rev the engine out, and then how flickable it is, because my God, is it flickable. It does the flicky things, and it does it well. It does it very well. It is quite flicky. Oh my God, it handles the bumps like a dream. Like a dream, like a dream, like a dream. light's green. What are we doing? My boy got scared. He's new to the motorcycling thing. He doesn't ride. I'm just casting shade. He's been riding a while. I'm not sure what was going on there. Oh, here come the cops. No. I haven't been to prison and I'm riding a Harley. Mistakes were made. They're like, we're going to change that for you, sir. Ergonomically, though, the bike's amazing. It handles. It's nice and flicky. Jeez. We're kind of riding like assholes right now. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for that. I'm trying to stay with my buddy here. And, oh yeah, the panty dropper. This thing actually runs pretty damn good for what it is. I like it. Fifth gear, 50 miles per hour, nice and smooth on the highway. Nice and smooth. Not a lot of vibration coming forward, even though I've got some, you know, fairly off-road tires on here. They look like Pirelli Scorpions going down the road. You know, highway speed. She feels nice and planted, nice and stable. I'll try and protect you from the wind a little bit. It is intense today, but she feels nice and stable, nice and comfortable, nice and at home on the highway. Not struggling at all in fifth gear. Let's find out if it has sixth. Holy smackaroo, it does have sixth gear. I need some smackaroo right now. I need to wake up. Yeah, I could spend a day on this thing. There is a bit of wind buffeting going on right now from the windshield. You can see that vibration. It's to be expected. Pretty much standard ADV stuff. I don't think it's winning or losing, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I think it's doing fine. I'm going to use the gears to downshift. Get those nice vibrations to my balls. Go ahead, buddy. You can get over now. I let you. I was really just using it as an excuse to slingshot this thing. And I am gonna slingshot this thing. Oh, she handles good. There is a little bit of a hot spot on my nuts, if I'm being honest with you. Am I allowed to say nuts on YouTube? I guess I'm gonna find out. I am a man and I have balls, all right? And sometimes setting on them not feel so good. Moves. She moves. Sixth gear, just cruising. Yeah, that was nice. I like that a lot. Like I said, guys, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to ride these things harder than my Uncle Clyde used to ride me before he took me to my first baptism. And by first baptism, I mean the bathroom of his apartment. You know what it is. You know how it is. We all have an Uncle Clyde, that guy, you know. If you have an Uncle Clyde, you know. You know exactly what Uncle Clyde's about, you know, before he takes you to church. And I don't mean, you know, the actual church. Handling, man, she just, wherever you want her in the road, man. The panty dropper is dropping panties, man. She's gonna get everybody nice and moist. Am I allowed to say moist? We're gonna find out. I promise you. You know what? This bike right here, it almost might be worth going to prison for, and getting some tattoos so I can effectively own a Harley Davidson. You know, this is a pretty good one. Unfortunately, Legendary Orange is legendary expensive at $30,000. My God, CVO, Harley Davidson paint job thing. It is kind of expensive, man, considering you can get some other bikes for around 10 grand that I think would certainly keep up. I mean, you're paying for a name, you know what I mean? You're paying for that Harley Davidson experience. You're letting people know I own a Harley. I'm in a better position in life than you. That's what this motorcycle's about. All jokes aside, though, it's really good. I really actually have liked the Pan America every time I've ridden it. I've ridden it for a couple years, on and off. As Harley invites me out to these events and lets me play with her toys. I actually really do like this motorcycle a lot. I hate Harley Davidson for the most part. I don't hate them. Let me back up just a smidge. I've never been a Harley guy. It's never been my deal. I like my Japanese sport bikes. I like the characteristics of those motors. I like to be able to rev something out. I like to be able to carve some corners. I want to feel like a laser blade cutting through the wind, or whatever. And Harley usually doesn't do that for me. I don't do a lot of touring, so it's like to each their own. These are like tools in a toolbox. You're not going to use a Phillips when you need a flathead. So I try not to be overly critical, other than like Harley's proud of their shit, man. Like the price tag on these things is just insanity. Like in this economy, who can afford to spend $30,000 on two wheels, man? Whenever like gasoline's $5 a gallon almost, like cost of living's up, food is up. Let's not get political. We're out here to have fun. I'm just saying they're expensive. That's all I'm trying. That's the only point I'm trying to convey here, is that damn, these things expensive. They cost a lot of money. And if you have the bag and you can afford it, you might as well, man. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Go out, get some tattoos, find you an old lady, and cruise, man. Enjoy the open wind. Become a screaming eagle yourself. Become a free spirit. Soar on the wind. Yada, yada, yada. You get it. Anyway, I like this motorcycle. I actually like the Pan America. I like the new CVOs for 2024. I actually like the characteristics of those engines. That's always what's held me back with saying Harley Davidsons, would end up in my garage. I just never have been a big fan of their motors, man. Like the torque is awesome, but the inability to rev it up, and then the fact that they would get hot just setting at a stoplight and turn off cylinders and stuff, it always bothered me. But they're kind of like going away from that. We got liquid cooling on the valves on some of them now, and we're getting to be able to rev the engines out a smidge. And you know what? I think Harley's finally starting to care about performance, for their factory motorcycles. And, I think that, we have good years ahead for Harley Davidson. I really do. Again, everything in this video was a joke. I'm kidding. If you took offense, you're a snowflake, I guess. I don't know. That's what they tell me to call people that are offended by things easily. I don't know that that's true. But you know me, just out here riding motorcycles. Anyway, light's green. My boy here, he goes slow. I need to wake him up. All right, bumps for you guys. It's handling them pretty well. I'm very specifically riding over the bumps, trying to get the suspension to soak them up, and it's doing a pretty okay job, if I'm being honest. Ow, that guy just weed-eated it into my eye. What a friggin' prick. I know he didn't do it on purpose, but damn. Anyway, I am in pain right now, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. The suspension's doing its job. As far as an ADV bike is concerned, I think it's doing well. There's King. Damn, this thing's got some torque, too. It's got King Kong torque down low. I like it. Around 4,000 RPMs. Oh, the brakes work good, too. Oh, she just does so well. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up for you guys, though. I hope you enjoyed it. My overall impression of the motorcycle is don't buy the CVO because it's an overpriced paint job. But the regular Pan America could actually be a really viable motorcycle for you to do some touring on and have a lot of fun on, which is pretty cool, Harley hasn't... this is like the Swiss Army knife of Harley motorcycles, in my opinion. It's kind of the do-it-all. And that's really cool that they finally have something like that. They've had it for a couple of years, don't get me wrong. I just mean that, in the, history of Harley, this is kind of a new thing for them. No semis. Stop. I've had a semi this whole time.